Hello musicians, this is Corey Taylor from SkilledMusician.com, where we are helping musicians improve. Thank y'all so much for checking out this video today. Now today's video might be one of the most important and influential videos we've ever done. Today we're going to be talking about upper structures on dominant chords, and more specifically triadic structures on dominant chords. And when I learned this absolutely changed the way I play. Now I know that sounds like a mouthful. Don't worry, we're gonna go through and explain everything for you. So no worries. So I took my 7 favorite upper structures and put them in this video, but there are quite a bit more. And so what we did was we put them in the sheet music and took them through all 12 keys. So you have those. And so I'll put that link in the description box. So in making this video, I decided to record myself, and I ended up recording myself for like 20 minutes playing these upper structure ideas, no talking. I didn't even have a mic on at the time, I was just playing. And so I wanted to give this video of me playing away to those who get the sheet music. Now what I did was I actually took that video of me playing for about 20 minutes and I put it into our dynamic learning software. So you can speed the video up, slow it down. You can see the sheet music scroll by in real time. So it's a really cool idea. And then also what I did was I actually played using the practice tracks. So some of you might remember the practice tracks that we released a little while ago. If not, I'll put a link up here, I believe, to the practice tracks so you can see how it was demoed. And actually I'll put a link in the description box so you can get the practice tracks if you want. But I used the practice tracks, I took off the keys, and I played live and just went to town for about 20 minutes. So that's a bonus that we're making available to anybody who gets the sheet music, just to say thank y'all for supporting our channel. Also, if you're new to the channel, definitely hit that subscribe button and comment below the videos you'd like to see us make. All right, so let's not waste any more time. Let's get started. All right, so let's do a quick primer on upper structures and what it all means. And so we want to start from the dominant chord, since that's what we're focusing on. So let's take C dominant 7th, which is the C major chord, right? And you add the flatted 7th, which would be the B flat. So then you get C7. Now, I've talked about in a couple other videos these color tones, these tones that give the voicing beyond this kind of barbershop quartet sound. And so this is where we really get the name upper structure from, because it's built off the upper notes, these color notes that are beyond the 1 through 7. And so let's keep going. We have the 9th here. We have the sharp 11, 13. And we can flat the 9 or sharp the 9. We have the sharp 11. We can flat the 13th or have the natural 13th. And so this gives us a ton of options, right? Now, one quick note, why isn't the 11th just a natural 11th? Well, it's this, and this, the F, the presence of the F means it should be suspended without the E. So we have this thing going on, which is not a cool sound. So we mitigate that by there, all right? So how do you form these upper structures? So really these upper structures are a mixture of regular chord tones with these colored tones, as I like to call them, and we're just doing it in triad form. So for example, I'll take this one, E flat major chord. All right, so we have our C7. I'm gonna play it down here in my left hand. And I'm gonna play the sharp 9, and let's see the 7. And I add the 5 in the middle, and I take it down from my left hand, so I'm not doubling the 5. So now I have a triad here, you see, and it has an upper structure in it, the sharp 9, and I still have my C7. So this becomes E flat over C7, or the full name would be C7 sharp 9, right? So here's this triad in my right hand, over the C7 tonality. And so it's a really cool way to play, thinking just try it in the right hand instead of thinking these full chords between two hands. Think the tonality you're trying to portray in the left hand, and then the upper structure, right? So that's a quick primer. So let's jump right into the lesson. So our first upper structure chord we're going to deal with is the one built off the 6 minor. So I'll explain what that means. So we put our dominant chord on the left hand, and we put the 6 minor. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, A minor. And our right hand, so we get this. Or. Right, and this is a really, really cool sound. So, let's see. Kind of hear that sound a lot. All right, so what is this chord? Well, it's really just a C7 with the 13th added. Let's see, so we have our 1, 3, 5, 7, C7. I'm gonna give you the third again. I'm gonna give you the 13th there and the root again. That's the melody note, right? So how do I play this? Well, there are a couple things I like to do to make this voicing interesting. The first thing is, and I did it earlier, is I like to kind of grace into this A. So, what's that? Or even, right? And I like to play the outside voices first, oftentimes, and then play the inside voices. That's something I really, really enjoy. Right. Now, in the left hand, we have the C7 tonality, but we can get rid of the 5th and the root and still keep the, you see that? So you might sometimes see me just play just the 2 notes in the left hand. Now that I look at it, we see this E up here, so I can take it out from down here. So I could just have, this is a cool voicing. Another really cool way to play it is something West Coast gospel guys do all the time, is whatever the upper structure chord they're playing in the right hand, the triad, they'll slide up into it by 2 half steps, like this. So I should play it, or slide down from the halves above. You hear it? Up, try it again. Right. So, let's demonstrate this and do a couple of demonstrations with this. So, let's see. We'll do a 2-5-1. So in the key of F, we'll do G, so G minor, and then C7, and then F. So it'll be like, right? So let's try it. See that? I'll do it again. Here's a chord. Try it again. Let's try slide up in. Let's slide from above down chromatically. Let's try it again. Let's really focus on the grace note. That's another option. Play the right hand first, then the left hand. Let's try it again. right, so that's a really, really fun voice, and that's one of my favorites. So that's the 6 minor. So the second upper structure triad we're going to talk about is the flat 2 minor, or for our C, flat 2. So here's 2, flat 2 would be D flat minor. So let's put it together. Let's put our left hand. Here's our C7, and then here's our. That's a really, really, really weird sound, right? Let's invert it up. Let's invert it up. Now it sounds really, really weird to our ears, but you hear this all the time. All right, so what exactly is the chord? Well, so we have our C7 there. We have the flat 9, here's the 3rd, and then here's the flat 13. Now if I leave out the 5, then this could be considered a sharp 5. If I add it, then it becomes a flat 13, all right? Now this chord really lends itself to going to minor, but it doesn't have to. Yeah. All right. There are a couple ways I like to play this one. Let's see. I like to grace, so if I use this inversion, which is second inversion, so we have root, first inversion, and then second inversion. This, I like to grace into this D flat from the B, so, which is a really weird sound. So if I put it, so let me show you how that sounds. So yeah, that grace is weird, but let me show you it in context, so it doesn't sound as weird in context. So, so that's one way. Another way I really, really like to use this, I really like to play a line over it. It really, this lends itself really well to a D melodic minor. And so that was one of the 3 scales I talked about. So I'll put the link to the button somewhere up here. So check that out. Check that video out, because we delve into the melodic minor scale, which is one of the 3 scales I think every musician should know. But like, so let me show you. So. All right, so that's one way I really like using it, was within the context of a line, and just kind of stabbing at it here and there. So yeah, that's the flat 2 minor. All right, this next one is one of my personal favorites, like all-time favorites. It's the sharp 4 minor. So let's go to C, our C7 chord. And so it's 1, 2, 3, 4, sharp 4. So it's F sharp, and we're going to make it minor. So F sharp, A, C sharp. And this might not sound so hot initially. Let's invert it up. Let's invert it up again. So what is this chord? It's the C7, actually. C9, 13. So C13 with the flat 9 and sharp 11. Woo. Really dense sound. It's a really dense sound. So how would I play this? So let's see. One way I really enjoy playing these, I really love gracing into these minor triads, upper structures, is to grace into the root of it. So here's that chart. This. You see that? And I did the same thing on a D flat one, right? Okay. So let's try it. All right. This sound to me is really warm, really just kind of, it feels like I don't know, a warm bowl of soup, or just sitting in the couch with I don't know, it's like a warm embrace. I don't know. Oh, that's so nice. That's a really cool way. Just kind of water falling down. And I'm sometimes adding the E. Just, that's a cool sound. So I'm gonna show you one way I like to do it. So what I'm doing again is I'm putting this all in the context of a 2-5-1. So I'm going G minor to C7 to 1. So those are wondering, like, what am I playing? What am I playing? So G minor to C7 1, right? That's kind of the idea. So let's see. Yeah. All right, so you can have a lot of fun with that one. That was one of my personal favorites. It's such a cool sound. All right, another one of my personal favorites is the 2 major. All right, so let me explain that one. Let's go back to our C dominant 7th in the left hand. Now, 1, 2, 2. So D major. So this is just a C9 with a 13th and the sharp 11. You see that? Or you can think of it as D over C7, right? Now this is a really cool sound. It's one I like to use often. Now there are a couple ways I like to play this one. Sometimes I will slide up into the D or slide down. Right. Right, so let's say, so. So let's try it again. Right? All right, let me give you that one little snippet right there. So we know the general rule that 5 generally likes to lead to 1. Well, let's look at the right hand. In the right hand, we're playing D. So if you're playing a D something, it's really a D7, kind of like a D7, because C's on the bottom. Where does that go? Well, that leads us to G, right? So we're kind of like thinking two brains at the same time. So we're thinking C7 to F in our left hand, but we're thinking D7 to G in our right hand. So let's put them together. So I'm doing it in the context of a 2-5-1, so G minor to C7 to F. So let's try it. Right? So that's a really cool way to play that one. So that's one of my favorites as well, the 2 major. All right, so another one of my favorites is the sharp 4 major. So let's figure out what it is. So we have our C7 for the sharp 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, sharp 4. So it's F sharp major. Sorry for that yawn. So let's figure it out. So we have our C7 in our left hand, and 1, 2, 3, 4, sharp 4. So F sharp major. See that? So this is a really cool sound as well. So the sharp 4 major, what is this chord? Well, it's simply a C7 with the flat 9 and the sharp 11. Right? So we have this F sharp. Right. Now, let's listen to it in context of a 2-5-1. So let's check it out. It's a really beautiful sound. Let's try it again. Try it again. So here's the F sharp. So that's a really, really cool sound, the sharp 4 major. So the next one I'd like to talk about is the flat 6 major, which let's figure it out. So we have our C7 tonality, and let's go up to the 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 5, 6. So A flat major. So this is a sound you hear a lot, all the time in gospel music, even blues. All right, so the flat 6 major is a common sound you hear in gospel. Let's see. If you're backing up the preacher, still in the key of F, and you're going right here, 5. You see that? So I just did a 3, 6, 2, 5, 1. So. See that? There it is. All right. So that's a common sound. You hear that? And how do I like to play it? I like to slide into it. So that's a really, really common sound. And what is this chord? It was just simply a C7 with the sharp 9 and sharp 5. All right, that's a really, really cool sound. So I wanted to put one augmented chord in here, and augmented chords are parallel, meaning they're separated by the same distance. So let's look at C augmented. So take C, and if we go up 2 whole steps, get to E, go up 2 whole steps, get to G sharp, go up 2 whole steps, and back at C. So it's parallel. So this next one is actually 3 augmented chords, which are the same augmented chord. Basically, C augmented is the same as E augmented, is the same as A flat augmented, which is just so an augmented chord, if you don't know, is just a major triad with the 5th raised. So C augmented is just, E augmented is just, and A flat is augmented is. So this sound. Now this sound is very, very, very popular. So what is this chord? Well, just a C7 with a sharp 5. Or if you include the 5 down here, then it would be with the flat 13, right? Now this is a very popular sound. So let's look at it. Right. So that's a really, really popular sound. A lot of your traditional gospel, it's a great sound for a lot of your traditional gospel. Some of your blues playing, you'll hear this sound as well. It's a really, really, a little angular, a little bit, but a cool sound. All right. So that's so which one would this be? Well, this would be the 1 augmented, it would be the 3 augmented, and it would be the flat 6 augmented. Well, so those are 7 of my favorite upper structure triads over dominant chords I love to play. Now there are definitely more that we'll cover in the DLS lesson, but I couldn't fit them all in here just because it'd be way too long. But what I want to do now is really delve a little deeper into application, right? So what we've really done is given you a palette of voices, palette of sounds you can pull whenever you come up to a dominant 7th chord. But then the question is, which one do I play? And you know, the quickest answer is whichever one feels the best, whichever one sounds the best for the moment. But let me give you a couple of guidelines that might make it easier for you. All right, maybe how I approach it. So I'm thinking all the time about the melody that I'm playing. So if I'm playing, you know, and my melody is B flat. Well, which one of my upper structure triads has a B flat in it? Well, this sharp 4 major does. So if I'm playing, so let's say if I'm playing, the song goes ba 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 ba, and it's over 2 5 1. It's going ba 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 ba. Right? Let's take that as the progression. 2 5 1. I think is that easy? I think everybody can. Right? So if I only had one just C7 chord under so normally, you know, when I have students, they just so they probably go like that, right? But wait a minute, yeah. You see, now why did I choose the F sharp major? Well, because I was harmonizing this B flat down, and of the 7 I've given you, F sharp is the one that has the B flat in it. Now there are others that have B flat as well, but of the ones I've given you, F sharp major is the one that has B flat in it. Let's try another one. Let's say, so let's say we have 2 5 1, right? Let's say we have that 2 5 1. Well, what options do I have? Well, I have a couple. I could do F sharp major again. That one works. I could do D flat minor. I could do F sharp minor. So let's see. And I could do several of them, like multiple ones, changing the tension underneath the melody. So that wasn't mine. Let's went back down and see. So all right, that was our sharp 4 minor, or flat 5 minor, G flat minor, or F sharp minor. So all right, let's try it again. Cool. Let's try doing multiple ones. So let's see. Oh, now what did I do there? I did so my G minor, then I went to this F sharp minor, then I went major. So you get this counter melody. Let's try it again. That's nice. Let's try the flat 2 minor, this D flat minor. Let's try it. So nice. Try it again. Now let's try to mix a couple of them together. Let's see what happens. So D flat minor. F sharp minor. That was okay. Let's try another one. Yeah. I like that. Now what did I do there? Well, I know I wanted to go from D flat minor up to this F sharp major, and I looked and I just saw that these two notes, if I just slid them up, they get me. So I'll show you again. I'm sorry. I'll show you again. And what if the melody note was D? Do I have any voices that have D in it? Well, I have D major does. Well, let's try that. Let's do another one that has multiple voices. Let's do E. So what about, so let's try E. What if the melody went, let's do that. So 2, 5, 1, and the melody goes. All right, cool. So our first chord is G minor. Now what would we play over the 5? What do we have E in the melody? Well, we have our A minor that does. We have our A flat augmented that does. So let's try each of them. Here we go. So that's nice. Let's try the augmented one. That's a little bit, that sound really jumps out. All right. So let's try put them together, like do multiple ones. Let's try. Here we go. And so that has a nice kind of movement because of the A minor and then the, so you see the only difference between the two is this one note. Let's try it again. So it's a nice one. So wow, that was a lot of material and I hope you weren't overwhelmed. But remember what I always say, take one of these ideas and master it and your playing will improve. Now, one idea I want to make sure you remember is to take each of these upper structures through every inversion, and so that gives you every possible option available to you at your fingertips. Now remember, we also have the sheet music that includes more than just these 7, includes quite a bit more, and we took them through all 12 keys, and so make sure you get that, and I'll put the link in the description box. But I also have that bonus footage of 20 minutes of me playing this stuff, so I want to give to you as a bonus, so definitely grab that sheet music. Also, definitely subscribe if you have not already. Thank y'all for supporting our channel. We want to continue to grow this community of musicians, so keep subscribing and commenting your ideas below. So again, my name is Corey Taylor from SkilledMusician.com, where we are helping musicians improve. So hopefully this video has helped you improve. So until the next one, be blessed and happy practicing.